This shit all white right now, all orange. You wearing an orange? I bet.
Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul, so you feel it. I ain't never faking I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their eyes, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash.
Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way.
So you need this win to get the playoffs.
To me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your give yourself your best
Browns
chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, I gave him Marlon Humphrey in the first round.
1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. Buying time to his left.
I don't know whoever this nigga is, but that nigga passed.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Why is he that fast?
3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I'm really
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
You know what I'm talking about?
It would be a fucking first-round upset.
I'm gonna bust your
A very
ass
good starting
tomorrow.
field position for the Bengals here as they come
You know
up
what it
first
is,
and
big
10
bro. Don't
at
do
the
that.
40.
I hear you, bro. You all talk. Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, set, Leo! You can't block me! You can't block me! You can't block me! Under crush!
Now Joe Mixon looking to find a lane, but he can't bring it in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Yeah.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Jackson hit and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture.
I got your Marchese in here, man.
It's cold, and it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, stand up. Watch twins. Be dribble.
They'll run with Mixon. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Slam.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The fact that he almost caught it.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Recon, 152 fighter, 18 Gator. Hey, box drop. Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Down. 60 outlaw. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check. No.
Nixon will try the right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
8 reads. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Tight dog. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is ready. 50, plant. 45. Watch the run. Ready.
They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Spons. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shoot. Look at me. Door. Hey, exit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Why you keep killing them?
But flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
He's fucking just
so they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Is that Marshawn? Yeah, he was. I remember the last nigga had him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's got a 1st down past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
That's a good
Looking
play
for
right
more
there.
there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Go on. Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll buy some time right. Now he's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now
they'll run on first down. Brown. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
we both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eluding the pressure right.
Wrong fucking button.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
He got the spy.
And for
He
the
got 3
defense,
spies
their
on Lamar.
3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
I hate that. Even when they throw him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, it's Brown. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when I left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Talking to him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's
On 2nd and 1. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Back.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 24-yard line.
Bitch, you close the door, whole ass nigga.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What?
Leo.
Tonight in the
2nd and 6.
I know. What she did?
Ain't nobody ain't time is not in the rules.
And that'll be
Hollywood said
incomplete
what's wrong.
with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You said what's wrong.
Miss Hollywood right here. And she said, what's wrong?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Real talk, they got that bitch paused somewhere in the 1st round, 23rd pick. They got that bitch paused,
Nowhere to
man.
escape, and he goes down.
Pause from that shit,
So we
driving.
reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
That bit with the new
Both teams
panda.
appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I seen that yesterday, Comp.
This
The
shit
Bengals
crazy.
drive
That
about to
video.
get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover
that pressure
there
at
as
him.
his
I'm supposed to
guys
get the
will
sack.
football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 57.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You talking to? Nah, you talking to RJ, the boy.
Great example of what we talked about.
Nah, you talking to RJ. You talking to RJ. You my son. Remember that. Remember that.
It's just a gain of a couple there.
Remember that.
And now
you miss Hollywood's son, nigga.
Oh yeah, he was.
Miss Hollywood's son, man.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You don't sound like me. I don't run that bullshit.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left half.
If they don't hit them, if they don't fill
the
hole up,
is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Come on,
just something
man.
to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
What the fuck?
From the 31, Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
I'm finna play the Seahawks in the Madden Mafia League.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like he'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
You know who I am?
Here we go.
Play action.
I really supposed to only have 1 L on my record.
And got his man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 38-yard line.
I wasn't supposed to lose.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson.
Yo, why is this nigga getting in there like that?
They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Who is this
Carl
nigga,
Lawson in there to get him, and on the
that nigga
season
did
now, that is
that.
9 sacks for him.
Carl Lawson like a... Was that Carl Lawson?
Pass protection has been a problem
Carl
all night
Lawson like
long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
What you want for him? Shit. Yeah, if he wasn't doing that, you ain't. Hey, what you want from him?
And a quick
You
throw
got.
here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Can't cash $75, man.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10.
It's Hollywood
And he's
trying to eat lunch.
now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I cash out the counter.
It's Brown, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive.
No, maybe come down to Martinsville. Where the fuck you at?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to come down
From the
here.
gun, it's Jackson.
Raw y'all in my mom.
Steps away to his left. And he's
Like
just
them
going to
boys,
get rid of
fuck
this
over
thing.
you,
To
boy.
no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but in this offense, just a little too good.
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment
Old
on
head,
defense,
old head, he
they've got
was
an answer for it.
And he gets it inside
Randall
the
Cobb.
10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, that nigga still fast. Why you think he's in the lead? Touchdown.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, he's so high,
Downhill
look.
throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Slant route.
And I know this, the holiday season, because for here we are in December.
I got a new run defense
Right, it is
for
the
you
season
too,
of
huh?
giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
I was gonna put you
for each
on, but
interception that he
shit.
threw.
You know how you like to use my shit.
What? Everything I do, you do what you mean. Listen.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
I got the whole Clemson defense.
That's the story
on
of the
my-
game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by
you gonna break
out-athleting
my
them,
nigga leg?
which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Come on.
So they
I'm gonna beat your ass tomorrow and I'm gonna go get on the plane the next morning.
an incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And
Yeah,
he'll be
I'm
brought
trying to
down
do all
at the
them
23, make it the 24-yard line.
So she said your mom, she said, her and EJ kind of fight.
Oh my God.
And your mama broke it up. They were fighting for real. That's funny.
The Bengals
You know
drive
EJ
about to
getting
get
mad, he's just
going.
like you. Y'all get mad, y'all go crazy.
After the pick six, they go right back to the
Don't get him,
air.
Isaiah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down.
I don't know why you keep running that
Back
Kyle
in
Reed.
his
That's
own
not how it.
Need something from deep
Ain't
in the
no
bag of
blocking
tricks
like in
here
real
after
life. That shit
first and
wasn't real
second
life.
down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
You can catch AJ Green slow ass.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 70 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
But you know what's crazy though,
the
bro?
big boys to get him in the end zone couldn't do
feel like
it there.
the
It'd be
biggest
interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll get this one back.
You got to remember, you got a good D-line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better.
You got fast receivers. You got Joe Mixon. You know what I'm saying? John Ross literally got to be by himself for him to catch him. I would have been traded AJ Green though.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet.
Really
you better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Mike 48. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket.
You see how full Jordan Evans fast as shit.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Brown, and he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson to throw.
He dropped it?
Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go again. Score. Bud.
Back to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Press down. Hard. Hey, Zoo. Hit it.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Still might make the playoffs though.